All right. Nine spiral. Shalom, shalom. We back at it. We back at it. All right, man. A couple of things. We're gonna see if we can get into some comments before we get started. We're back on the investigation of Satan versus Azzy. All right, Azzy. Let me see. Again, I want to apologize for yesterday, right? Jackie told me, right? She said, I told her I was, you know, kind of bothered throughout the whole video, and for that I want to apologize. I was, as soon as I played it back and I looked at it, I said, man, I wish it had not bothered me like it did, especially on a Shabbat. But it did, and so for that I want to apologize to my subscribers. I was pouting like a motherfucker. Man, I was pouting. God damn. Some people complained about the audio. Some people said it was cool. All right, but I will say this. You will never understand scripture in totality, right? To the best of your abilities. Unless you do what? Go get it. People that are well versed in Torah, Book of the Remembrance, some people call it Tanakh, Most High called it the Book of Remembrance. I can guarantee you they have hundreds of man hours into scripture. And so that's why I'm able to somewhat bring context to life. And I do it not by myself. You have to ask for wisdom and understanding. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do is ask. I guarantee you, they will open scripture up like a flower before thee. All right, shout out to everybody that left a comment. Shout out to y'all that's interested in this topic that we're on, this investigation, because it's been highly sensationalized. All right, that old serpent. All right, I don't know what he is. All right, shout out to Dizzle 50. Shout out to the Ark, man. I miss doing music with y'all cats, man. We got to get back on it. Dizzle 50 said something that stuck out to me. And this is what this whole thing is about, right? Alright, Dizzle said, Shalom Akan. Are they the ultimate adversary, or is self the true adversary? Good teaching at the top of the show. And my response was, yes, I said self-op. Because this is what this book is all about. I said self. Part 2 is going to show how the Most High told Abraham, if you ignore Azzy, then he has no power over you. And so it is self. All right. Just like I said, everybody. All right. This most I call it the burden of destiny. Everybody has this burden of destiny placed upon them. That at some point of time in your life, you're going to have to choose which way to go. You're going to have to choose who to serve. You're going to have to choose not to follow directions or choose to follow directions. That's what this is about. How well can you follow directions? And we all know what the directions are, all right? Most High said the law has been sown in your heart, all right? In Israel's heart, that you have the ability to overcome any ultimate adversary that's put in front of you. Why? Because the Most High controls both sides. That's powerful. I don't understand. I don't think people understand how powerful that is. All right. Give me 1 second, man. Man, let me hit this swagger dance right quick, man. Coffee and kush, y'all. Come on in. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. I'm jumping straight back to it. I ain't gonna pout. I'm just gonna rock out, y'all. We're gonna rock out. Give me 1 second. Y'all to think that, I'm stunting on y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is just, this is how the recording has to go. And so just look at it like, give everybody a chance to, you want some coffee, get your coffee. You know what I'm saying? You want to roll you one up. You want to get some water. You want to get some ice cream, popsicle. Get comfortable, y'all. That's all. We finna rock out. Cook. Alright, because we want to know who is the head nigga in charge. Does this head nigga got any power over Israel? Alright, what role does this head nigga in charge, what role does he play with Abraham? Alright, those type of things, alright? Sit back, do y'all thing. And get comfortable. We about to cook. And I'm watching the Falcons at the same time. Yeah, nice. All right, so I think this is right about where we left off yesterday. I was trying to, it was right at the introduction of this angel of presence, right? Matter of fact, first, before we do that, let me see something. Let me see something. There you go. Let's see if we can get some drop on this cat right here. We ain't gonna get too much. How long that is, man? Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit of this right here. Alright, y'all, let's rock. We're cooking.
Stirs up a lot of controversy across many texts of major religions. For one, there appears to be many variations of Azazel, from being an elusive spectre that receives a scapegoat full of sin from Aaron in Leviticus 16, from which the goat was cast down from in apocryphal biblical texts. Azazel also takes the form as the personification of evil and wickedness, some saying he is a demon in the desert, a demon who controls other goat demons, and even a...
See that? So in context, what? He's taking the blame for what? Evil, all that. Let's go back. Let's take it from the top. Watch this.
The name Azazel stirs up a lot of controversy across many texts of major religions. For one, there appears to be many variations of Azazel, from being an elusive spectre that receives a scapegoat full of sin from Aaron in Leviticus 16, from which the goat was cast down from in apocryphal biblical texts. Azazel also takes the form as the personification of evil and wickedness.
See that?
Some saying he is a demon in the desert, a demon who controls other goat demons, and even a...
See that? So y'all thought that Azazel back in Enoch, y'all thought Azazel, I told you that was like a pre-proposal judgment. It's like we're reading out your sentence, you know what I'm saying? But until then, the Most High has a job for you to do. Azazel. Ah, shit, I said it, my bad. Azzy. Most High, please forgive me, my bad. I slipped up. Azzy. I. Like, whoa, man, who is you? You know, who is you, man? You work for my parents above. As what can you do to me, man? What you gonna do? Huh? Bad. Let's rock.
Even a leader of fallen angels in the book of Enoch.
See that?
In this video, I'll aim to dissect and explain the meaning of Azazel across several religious texts, and bring you some beliefs that many have regarding this elusive and mysterious entity. In the Bible, the term Azazel is used 3 times in Leviticus 16, where 2 male goats are sacrificed by Aaron in what would become known as the Day of Atonement. In Leviticus 16, the biblical God lays down some very specific instructions for Moses to tell Aaron that these 2 goats are to be marked as one to be sacrificed to him and one to be used as a scapegoat. When the first goat is sacrificed to God, the second is to be kept alive and brought before him, where Aaron is instructed to place his hand on the head of the goat and transfer all the sins of the Israelites by a confession. Thus why the goat would become known as the scapegoat. The goat would then be taken to a remote place, with all of their sins embodied within itself, and be released into the wilderness of the desert. As can be seen in older versions of the Bible, the phrase Azazel does not appear at all. However, if we look at more modern translations, such as Leviticus 16:8, it reads, "And Aaron is to cast lots over the 2 goats, 1 lot for the Lord, and 1 lot for Azazel." By this, it means to show us that Azazel is another entity, one who is considered to be the polar opposite of the biblical God.
See that?
Possibly even an evil entity,
See that?
Hence why he's the one receiving the scapegoat with all the sin imbued with it.
What? Right, so it makes sense now, right? Isaiah 44, again I say, 21, 22. Remember these, O Jacob, Yahweh, and Yesharal, for you are my servant. I have formed you. You are my servant, O Israel. You will not be forgotten by me. I have blotted out like a thick cloud your sins, your transgressions, Shalaki, and like a cloud your sins. Return to the Most High, for I have redeemed you. So automatically that leaves no room for a savior, man. I mean, it's right here. Thus says the Most High, your Redeemer, and He who formed you from the womb. I am the Most High, who makes all things, both good and evil. All right. So what are we left with? We are left with that burden of destiny that has been placed upon all who breathe air. Not just Yesharal, but all. But specifically for Israel, because I can only speak for Israel. Deuteronomy 30, verse 19. I call Shabbaim, heaven and earth, as a witness today against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both you and your descendants. So where is there room for a damn JC or Yeshawashai? That both you and your descendants may do what? Live. So you mean to tell me all I had to do was just return to the Most High and I'm forgiven? What the hell am I fearing this nigga for? Who is this nigga, man? Who do you think you are? Alright, we about to find out. We about to find out. I got you. Let's get into it. Damn, I lost my spot. Boy, where my spot at? I'm gonna go to 1407. That's what it was. 1407. Y'all remember that? 1407. All right, y'all. Read.
And it came to pass, when I heard the voice of him who spoke such words to me, and I looked here and there, and found no breath in me, and my spirit was frightened, and my soul seemed as departed from me,
Read.
for I fell down as a stone, as a dead man upon the earth, and had no more strength to stand.
All right.
And while I was thus lying with my face towards the earth, I heard the voice of the Holy One speaking, Go, Jaoel, and by means of my ineffable name, raise up yonder man and strengthen him, so that...
Whoa. Go, Jaoel. And I don't even know if that's the correct spelling, what have you. Because Most High said part of his name is in him. Who is this? Huh? Who is this? Off the rip. Jaoel, angel of presence. Regarded as a mediator and considered to be the angel who holds the Leviathan in check. All right. He also tends to the four seraphim. You'll see. Jaoel is the chief of the order of seraphim. The chief of the order of seraphim. Angel of presence. See that? Yeah, also spelled, all right, in some English texts, in French sources, is the name of an angel appearing in Old Church Slavonic, and they had a lot of apocryphas in these Slavonic and Syriac texts, right? All these were stolen documents from over here in the Americas about the early friars and priest, if you will, and taken over there. That's all. Manuscripts of the Apocalypse of Abraham. He is an associate, Shalaki, of the archangel Michael. All right, so yeah, that guy. It's the same angel in Exodus. The Most High sent with Moshe to go fuck up the other nations and take our land back. It's that same angel. And the Most High said, you ought to obey him, for he will not pardon you for anything. He will smite your ass dead. Why? Because I have given him that authority. Charged to restrain Leviathan and destroy idolaters. What? That's my guy. All right. Destroy idolaters. I like him. Jaoel is an angel of the presence, the presence of the Most High. So you know it's gotta be a scary Dracan. Like one of those, you know what I'm saying? You look on first sight, you look at him, you know he's not to be played with. And ruler of the order of seraphim. According to the Apocalypse of Abraham, Jaoel took Abraham on a tour of Shamayim and ultimately took him to meet Hoa. He is described as wearing purple robes and a rainbow-colored turban. His hair is white, his skin like sapphire. That's right. It says like a big walking crystal, dead ass. Jaoel, y'all dig on it. All right, read.
So that he recovers from his trembling. And the angel whom he had sent came to me in the likeness of a man, and grasped me by my right hand, and set me up upon my feet, and said to me, Stand up, Abraham, friend of God who loves you. Let not the trembling of man seize you. For lo, I have been sent to you to strengthen you, and to bless you in the name of God, who loves you, the creator of the celestial and the terrestrial. Be fearless and hasten to him.
See that?
I am called Jaoel by him who moves those who
Be fearless, right? And hasten unto him, meaning obey. That's the same thing the Most High told Moshe. Alright, if he tell you to do something, now do it. Because he will smite you dead right then and there. Just no warning. Oh, okay. Ah, get out of here. Oh shit, alright, let go. My bad. Cool.
to exist with me on the seventh expanse over the heavens, a power in virtue of the ineffable name that is dwelling in me. I am the one who has been given to restrain, according to his commandment, the threatening attacks of the living ones of the cherubim against one another, and to teach those who carry him the song of the seventh hour of the night of man. I am ordered to restrain the Leviathan, for every single attack and menace of every single reptile are subject unto me. I am he who has been commissioned to loosen Hades and destroy him who stares at the dead. I have been sent to bless you now, and the land which the Eternal One, whom you have invoked, has prepared for you, and for your sake I have wended my way upon earth. Stand up, Abraham. Go without fear. Be right glad and rejoice, and I am with you. For age-lasting honor has been prepared for you by the Eternal
One. All right, did you hear that? Loosen Hades? This Dracon can loosen Hades? Shield? He got the keys? Okay. And so you know he ain't playing no games, right? Let's go.
Eternal One. Go, fulfill the sacrifices commanded. For lo, I have been appointed to be with you, and with the generations that will spring from you, and with me.
Not only that, but he's with you, fighting for you right now. Right now. Put some respect on his name. Jaoel. Alright. I just said put some respect on it. That's it. This man can loosen Hades and destroy him who stares at the dead. It says, I am with you, for age-lasting honor has been prepared for you by the Eternal One. For lo, I have been appointed to be with you, and with the generations that will spring from you. And then told him, Michael said, what's up? Michael said, what's up, Abraham? I told you, Abraham is a big man. Abraham is the Most High's friend. The Most High's friend. All right, let's cook. Read.
With me, Michael blesses you forever. Be of good cheer and go. And I rose up and saw him who had grasped me by the right hand and set me upon my feet. And the appearance of his body was like sapphire, and the look of his countenance like chrysolite, and the hair of his head like snow, and the turban on his head like the appearance of the rainbow. And the clothing of his garments was like purple, and a golden scepter was in his right hand. And he said to me, Abraham, And I said, Here I am, your servant. And he said, Let not my appearance frighten you, nor my speech, that your soul be not troubled. Come with me, and I will be with you, visible until the sacrifice, but after the sacrifice, always invisible. Be of good cheer, and come. And we went, the two of us together, for 40 days and nights. And I ate no bread and drank no water, because my food and my drink was to see the angel who was with me and to hear his speech. And we came to the mount of God, Mount Horeb, and I said to the angel, Singer of the Eternal One, I have no sacrifice with me, nor am I aware of the place of an altar on the mountain. How can I bring a sacrifice? And he said to me, Look around you. And when I looked around, there, following us, were all the prescribed animals, the young heifer, the she-goat, the ram, the turtle dove, and the pigeon. And the angel said to me, Abraham. And I said, Here am I. And he said, Slaughter all these animals and divide them into halves, the one against the other, but do not sever the birds. And give these to the men whom I will show you, standing by you.
All right, y'all. Look here, man. We rocking out. I'm gonna rock out. I just got some running around to do. But like I said, it's good that you get the whole thing. All right. I could have started. I could have went here, but it ain't gonna do you no justice if you can't get the whole thing. All right. This is one of these books. Now he's finna go up into Shamayim. He's gonna see the Garden of Eden and all that. All right. Just rock out with Abraham. Damn, I just hit. All right, rock out with Abraham and Jaoel as he show him the tour of the Shamayims. All right, listen.
For these are the altar upon the mountain, to offer a sacrifice to the Eternal, but the turtle dove and the pigeon give to me. For I will ascend upon the wings of the bird, so that ye may be able to see in heaven, and upon earth, and in the sea, and in the abyss, and in the underworld, and in the Garden of Eden, and in its rivers, and in the fullness of the whole world and its circle. You shall gaze into them all. And I did everything according to the command of the angel. And I gave the angels who had come to us the divided animals. But the angel Jaoel took the birds. And I waited until the evening sacrifice. And there flew an unclean bird down upon the carcasses, and I drove it away. And the unclean bird spoke to me and said, Abraham, what are you doing upon these holy heights, where no man eats or drinks, nor is there upon them the food of man? But these heavenly beings consume everything with fire, and will burn you up. Forsake the man who is with you and flee, for if you ascend into the heights, they will make an end of. And it came to pass, when I saw the bird speak, I said to the angel, What is this, my lord? And he said, This is ungodliness. This is Azazel. And he said to it, Disgrace upon you, Azazel, for Abraham's lot is in heaven, but yours is upon the earth. Because you have chosen and loved this for the dwelling place of your uncleanness, therefore the eternal, mighty Lord made you to be a dweller upon the earth. And through you every evil spirit of lies, and through you wrath and trials for the generations of ungodly men. For God, the eternal, mighty One, has not permitted that the bodies of the righteous should be in your hand, in order that thereby the life of the righteous and the destruction of the unclean may be assured. Hear this, my friend, and be gone with shame from me, for it has not been given to you to play the tempter in regard to all the righteous. Depart from.
You hear that? You hear that? Did you hear that? I came in just on time. Damn, what did I miss? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Alright, we here to get it. We here to get it. And there flew an unclean dracon down upon the carcasses. Who could that be? Huh? I need all that. I need all that. I'll just start right here. Read.
Every evil spirit of lies, and through you wrath and trials for the generations of ungodly men.
Oh, these are some heavy accusations. All this ascribed to this nigga right here? Oh, he got to be. Start right here. Hold on. Man, why this shit ain't going out the screen? Let me see.
And he said,
My bad. Damn, I gotta go back here. Alright. Let's rock.
And I gave the angels who had come to us the divided animals, but the angel Jaoel took the birds. And I waited until the evening sacrifice.
All right, read.
And there flew an unclean bird down upon the carcasses, and I drove it away. And the unclean bird spoke to me and said, Abraham, what are you doing upon these holy heights, where no man eats or drinks, nor is there upon them the food of man?
Oh man, you should have kept your regular voice. All right, y'all, let's read.
These heavenly beings consume everything with fire and will burn you up. Forsake the man who is with you and flee. For if you ascend into the heights, they will make an end of. And it came to pass when I saw.
And it came to pass that it's looking like this might be the guy right here. This is going to be your Hasatan. That's gonna be your Hasatan right there. Don't it sound like got the same traits? Devil on one side trying to convince you to do something else. All right. So that's why me and Dizzle said self. That's the greatest adversary. All right. Because you can choose the wrong direction. You can choose to not follow orders. You can choose to disrespect the law. And so therefore, that blood is on what? Your hands. See that? Let's go.
Saw the bird speak. I said to the angel, What is this, my Lord? And he said, This is ungodliness. This is Azazel. And he said to it, Disgrace upon you, Azazel, for Abraham's lot is in heaven, but yours is upon the earth.
So if Abraham's lot is in heaven, that means Jacob's lot is also where? With the Most High. See that? Now let's watch. Okay, now I'm quarterbacking. Now watch how Abraham deals with this Hasatan, if you will, or this ultimate adversary, if you will. Let's rock.
Because you have chosen and loved this for the dwelling place of your uncleanness, therefore the eternal, mighty Lord made you to be a dweller upon the earth. And through you every evil spirit of lies, and through you wrath and trials for the generations of ungodly men. For God, the eternal, mighty one, has not permitted that the bodies of the righteous should be in your hand, in order.
Y'all getting the picture? He ain't so bad after all, is he? What Michael say? You ain't that bad. You ain't that bad without your boys. Watch this.
in order that thereby the life of the righteous and the destruction of the unclean may be assured. Hear this, my friend, and be gone with shame from me, for it has not been given to you to play the tempter in regard to all the righteous.
For it has not been given to you to play the tempter in regard to all the righteous. Maybe some of them. All right. You remember my drops about 3 groups, 1 salvation. So that's how that comes into play. All right. You can't fuck with all the righteous, right? Some of us, the Most High ain't gonna let them touch us. I guarantee you. Watch this. Read. Come on.
Depart from this man. You cannot lead him astray.
Right.
He is an enemy to you, and to those who follow you and love what you desire. For behold, the vesture which in heaven was formerly yours has been set aside for him, and the mortality which was his has been transferred to you. And the angel said to me, Know that from henceforth the Eternal One has chosen you. Be of good courage, and use this authority so far as I bid you. Against
You hear that, Israel? Use that authority that you have.
him who slanders the truth. Should I not be able to put him to shame that has scattered over the earth the secrets of heaven and has rebelled against the Mighty One?
Right, he ain't nobody.
Say to him, Become the burning coal of the furnace of the earth. Go, Azazel, into the inaccessible parts of the earth, for your heritage is to be over those who are with you, the ones brought forth with the stars and clouds, and with the men whose portion you are, even those who exist on account of your being. Justification shall be your enemy. Now depart from me by your perdition. And I uttered the words that the angel taught me. And then the angel said to me, Answer him not, for God has given him power over those who answer him.
Now we're cooking. You see that? And so now do you understand where me and 50 Dizzle coming from? Dizzle, right? It's self-control. To ignore Azzy. Therefore, he has no power over you. He can't fuck with you. He can't touch you. All right, let's go. Cook.
And the angel spoke to me again, saying, However much he speak to you, answer him not, in order that he may have no free access to you.
See that?
Because the Eternal One has given him.
Now, if you want to go out there and getting into these different books and shit, Jewish books, if you want to start pushing Ouija boards and shit, and all this tarot card reading shit, and reading the stars and all that shit, go right ahead. Because then you have given Azzy your attention. Read.
Given him weight and will in this respect. And I did that which was commanded me by the angel. And no matter how much he spoke to me, I answered him nothing whatever.
See that? Most High said what? Because the Eternal One has given him weight and will in this respect. So if you give him your attention, he got you. If you listen to him, he got you. If you dig on shit that you ought not to be digging on, it opens a door. You ought to be meditating on scripture. That is following orders. That's what the Most High says. Let's go. Nah, I can't do that. Let's rock.
And it came to pass when the sun went down, behold, there was the smoke as of a furnace. And the angels who had the portions of the sacrifice ascended from the top of the smoking furnace. And the angel took me with his right hand, and set me upon the right wing of the pigeon, and set himself on the left wing of the turtle dove, neither of which birds had been slaughtered. And he bore me to the borders of the flaming tree. And we ascended upon many winds to the heavens, which were above the firmament. And I saw in the air on the heights to which we ascended a strong light impossible to describe, and within the light a fiercely burning fire of people, many people, of male appearance, all constantly changing in aspect and form, running and being transformed, and worshipping and crying with a sound of words that I could not recognize. And I said to the angel, Why have you now brought me up here? Because my eyes cannot now see distinctly, and I am growing weak, and my spirit is departing from me. And he said to me, Remain close by me, and do not fear, for the one whom you cannot see is now coming towards us, with a great voice of holiness, even the Eternal One who loves you. But you yourself cannot see him. But you must not allow your spirit to grow faint on account of the choirs of those who cry out, for I am with you to strengthen you. And while he was thus speaking, fire came all about us, and there was a voice within the fire like the sound of many waters, like the sound of the sea in violent motion. And I desired to fall down there and worship. And I saw the angel who was with me bowed his head and worshipped. But the surface of the high place where I seemed to be standing changed its inclination constantly, rolling as the great waves on the surface of the sea. And the angel said, Worship, Abraham, and utter the song which I shall now teach you. Utter it without ceasing, that is, without pause, in one continuous strain from beginning to end. And the song which he taught me to sing had words appropriate to that sphere in which we then stood. For each sphere in heaven has its own song of praise, and only those who dwell there know how to utter it. And those upon earth cannot know or utter it except they be taught by the messengers of heaven. And the words of the song were of this import and signification: Eternal, mighty, holy, El, God only supreme. You are the self-originated, the beginningless one, incorruptible, spotless, uncreated, immaculate, immortal, self-complete, self-illuminating, without father, without mother, unbegotten, exalted, fiery one, lover of men, benevolent one, bountiful one, jealous over me, and very compassionate, Eli, my God, eternal Jehovah, Zaboath, very glorious, El, Jaoel. You are the one whom my soul has loved, eternal protector, shining like fire, whose voice is like thunder, whose look is as the lightning. You are the all-seeing one, who receives the prayers of all such as honor you, and turn away the requests of those who embarrass you with their provocations, who dissolves the confusions of the world which arise from the ungodly and the righteous mixed up in the confusion of the corruptible age, and renewing the age of the righteous. Shine, Lord, shine as a light, even as that light with which you clothed yourself on the first day of creation. Shine as the light of the morning on your creatures, and let it be day upon earth. For in these heavenly dwelling places there is no need of any other light than the unspeakable splendor from the light of your countenance. Oh, answer my prayer. Be well pleased with it. Oh, accept my sacrifice which you have prepared for me to offer. Accept me favorably, and show me, teach me all that you have promised. And while I was still reciting the song, the mouth of the fire that was on the surface rose up on high, And I heard a voice like the roaring of the sea, nor did it cease on account of the rich abundance of the fire. And as the fire raised itself up, ascending into the heights, I saw under the fire a throne of fire, and round about it the watchfulness of many eyes, even the all-seeing ones reciting their song. And under the throne 4 fiery living ones singing, and their appearance was one, and each one had 4 faces. And such was the appearance of their countenance, that each one had the face of a lion, a man, an ox, and an eagle. And because of their 4 heads upon their body, they had 16 faces, and each one had 3 pairs of wings, from their shoulders, from their sides, and from their loins. And with the wings from the shoulders they covered their faces, and with the wings of their loins they covered their feet, while the 2 middle wings were spread out for flying straight forward. And it came to pass that when they had ended their singing, they looked at one another and threatened one another. And it came to pass that when the angel who was with me saw that they were threatening one another, he left me and went running to them, and turned the countenance of each one away from the countenance immediately facing him, in order that they might not look upon each other. And he began to teach them the song of peace that had its origin in the Eternal One. And as I stood alone and looked, I saw behind the living ones a chariot with fiery wheels. Each wheel was full of eyes round about, and over the wheels was the throne which I had seen, and which was covered with fire. And the fire encircled it round about. And behold, an indescribable fire contained the mighty fiery host. And I heard its holy voice like a voice of a man. And a voice came to me out of the midst of the fire, saying, Abraham, Abraham. And I answered, saying, Here am I. And he said, Consider the expanses which are under the firmament of the 7th heavenly sphere on which you are now placed, and see how on no single expanse there is any other than the one whom you have sought, even the one who loves you.
Wow.
And while he was yet speaking, the expanses opened, and there below me were the heavens. And I saw upon the 7th firmament upon which I stood a fire widely extended, and the light which is the treasury of life, and the dew with which God will awaken the dead, and the spirits of the departed righteous, and the spirits of those souls who have yet to be born, and judgment, and righteousness, peace and blessing, and an innumerable company of angels, and the living ones, and the power of the invisible glory that sat above the living ones. And I looked downwards from the mountains on which I stood to the 6th firmament, and there I saw a multitude of angels of pure spirit, without bodies, whose duty was to carry out the command of the fiery angels who were upon the 7th firmament, as I was standing suspended over them. And behold, upon this 6th firmament...
Saw that? You heard that? Whose duty was to carry out the commands of the fiery angels who were upon the 7th firmament. You see that? We're talking archangels. I don't know why I keep changing that, man. Damn iPhone. My daughter convinced me to get in the iPhone. It ain't got no screen record on it. All right, read.
There were no other powers of any form, save only the angels of pure spirit. And he commanded that the 6th firmament should be removed from my sight. And I saw there on the 5th firmament the powers of the stars that carry out the commands laid upon them, and the elements of the earth obeyed them.
All right, so we have got to stop it with this, oh, they can manipulate weather, oh, they can do this. No, they can't. No, they can't. They making it heat up the atmosphere. That's at best. All right, read.
And the eternal, mighty one said to me, Abraham, Abraham. And I said, Here am I. And he said to me, Consider from above the stars which are beneath you, and number them for me, and make known to me their number. And I said, How can I? For I am but a man of the dust of the earth. And he said to me, As the number of the stars and their power, so will I make your seed a nation and a people set apart for me for my own inheritance, as distinct from that of Azazel. And yet I include Azazel
as distinct of that from Azzy. All right, and so what's that verse in Genesis? And the Most High will put enmity between his seed and the woman's seed and this angel, right? His head, not in charge. So you see the same attributes, all right? And so now we can finally put a name on who this so-called adversary is, this Hasatan. Read.
Azazel in my house. And I...
Whoa. And yet I include Azzy in my damn house. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded, Most High. So what the Most High saying? Azzy works for your parents above. All right? And all sin has been placed on Azzy. So his job is to what? Trick you out your decision. Want you to choose death. But we know better. We choose life. Therefore we can what? Live. Read.
And I said, Eternal, mighty one, let your servant speak before you, and let not your anger be kindled against your chosen one. For lo, before I am come up hither, Azazel invade against me. How then, while he is not now before you, can you constitute yourself with him? And he said to me,
Well, I can tell you that right now, Abraham, because he works for the Most High. And the Most High asks him to do a job. But, who am I? It's rock.
Look now beneath your feet at the firmaments, and understand the creation represented and foreshadowed in this expanse, the creatures who exist upon it, and the ages prepared for it. And I saw beneath the surface of my feet, even beneath the sixth heaven that was therein, and then the earth and its fruits, and what moved upon it, and its animate beings, and the power of its men, and the ungodliness of some of its souls, and the righteous deeds of other souls. And I saw the lower regions, and the perdition therein, the abyss and its torments. And I saw the sea and its islands, its monsters and its fishes, and Leviathan and his dominion, his camping ground and his caves, and the world that lay above him, his movements, and the destructions of the world on his account. And I saw there the streams and the rivers, and the rising of their waters, and the windings in their courses. And I saw the Garden of Eden and its fruits, the source of the river that issued from it, the trees and their blossoms, and the ones who behaved righteously. And I saw therein their food and their blessedness. And I saw there a great multitude, men and women and children, half of them on the right side of the division, and half of them on the left side of the
division. All right? Now this is for a reason. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a heads up. We're on the right side. But just because you're on the right side don't mean shit, because some of y'all are going to what? Listen to Azzy. Let's go.
The vision. And I said, Eternal, mighty one, what is this vision and picture of the creatures?
All right,
and he said to me, This is my will for those who exist in the divine world council, for thus it seemed well-pleasing in my sight. And so afterwards I gave commandment to them through my word. And so it came to pass that whatever I had determined to be was already planned beforehand in this picture vision before you.
You see, that's why the Most High prophesied that 2/3 of Jacob ain't gonna make it. This script has already been written and is in play. Alright, you control your own destiny. Come on, let's go.
And it has stood before me before it was created, as you have seen. And I said, Lord, mighty and eternal, who are the people in this picture on this side and that?
Let's go, let's get the drop.
He said to me, those who are on the left side are all those born before your day and afterwards, some destined for judgment and restoration, and others for vengeance and cutting off at the end of the age.
See that?
But those on the right side of the picture,
Here we go.
they are the people who have been set apart for me, and whom I have ordained to be born of your line and called my people,
Come on.
even some of those who derive from Azazel.
Even some of those that derive from Azazel. Alright, so not to get too deep into that, but just saying that some of us on the right side ain't gonna make it. Matter of fact, it's a lot of y'all that ain't gonna make it. That's on this right side. Let's go. Hit the drop.
Now look again in the picture and see who it is who seduced Eve, and what is the fruit of the tree, and you will know what is to be, and how it shall.
Oh, the fruit of the tree, huh? So now, Azzy is associated with the fruit of the tree. I told you. We know who this joker is now, man. You see that? Read.
Shall be with your seed among the people at the end of the days of the age. And all that you cannot understand, I will make known to you, for you are well-pleasing in my sight. And I will tell you of those things which are kept in my heart. And I looked into the picture, and my eyes ran to the side of the Garden of Eden. And I saw there a man of imposing height, and mighty in stature, incomparable in aspect, and he was embracing a woman, who likewise approximated to the aspect of his size and stature.
Eve, read.
And they were standing under a tree of the Garden of Eden.
See that?
And the fruit of this tree was like a bunch of grapes of the vine. And standing behind the tree was one who had the aspect of a serpent, having hands and feet like those of a man, and wings on its shoulders, 6 pairs of wings. So
You see that? So they just had to throw in serpent, right? But it's got 6 wings. What are we talking about? A damn angel, a dracon. Come on now, y'all can't fool us with that one. Let's go, read.
So that there were 6 wings on the right and 6 on the left. And as I continued looking, I saw the man and the woman eating the fruit from the tree. And I said, who are these who are embracing? And who is the one between them who is behind the tree? And what is the fruit that they are eating? And he said, this is the counsel of the world. This one is Adam, and this one, who is their desire upon the earth, is Eve. But he who is between them represents ungodliness, and their beginnings on the way to perdition, even Azazel.
Got him. That old serpent, that red dragon, the devil. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, man. Even Azzy. The Most High put Azzy in the garden. I told you it's got a source. Let's go, man. We rolling.
And I said, eternal, mighty one, Why have you given such as him the power to destroy the generations of men in their works upon the earth?
Great question, Abraham. Read.
And he said to me, those who will do evil, and how much I hate it in those who do it, over them I gave him power,
See that?
even to the beloved of them.
Even.
And I answered and
Even to the beloved of them. I forbid y'all. Pay as in no attention. Read.
said,
Read.
Eternal, mighty one, wherefore is it your will that evil should be desired in the hearts of men, since you are indeed angered over that which you see?
Read.
It is your will, and you are angry with him who is doing what is unprofitable in your counsel?
See that?
And he said to me,
What is unprofitable in your counsel? This is the same one from Job. And the Most High was holding a meeting one day, and all the angels came. And it said Satan came. In your counsel, doing what? What is unprofitable. Found him. We got him. Read.
I am angered by mankind on your account, and on account of those who shall be of your family hereafter. For as you can see in the picture, the burden of destiny is placed upon them.
I told you. The burden of destiny is placed upon you who are listening to this video. You have the same, that burden of destiny is the same thing that was given to your ancestors via Moshe by the Most High. And that is a choice. You see that? That is a choice. To what? Choose life and good, or death and evil. Read.
And I shall tell you what shall be, and how much shall be in the last days. Now look at everything in the picture.
Let's look.
And I looked and saw what was before me in creation. I saw Adam and Eve with him, and I saw the cunning adversary, and Cain, who acted lawlessly through the promptings of the adversary. And I saw the slaughtered Abel, and the destruction.
See that? Cain did what? He listened to Azazel. Read.
Destruction brought about and caused upon him through the lawless one. And I saw impurity in those who lust after it, and its pollution and their jealousies, and the fire of their corruption in the lowest parts of the earth.
Now read.
And I saw theft in those who hasten after it, and the arrangement of their retribution at the judgment of the great assize.
See that? Read.
And I saw their naked men with their foreheads against each other, and their disgrace, and the passions which they had for each other, and their retribution. And I saw desire, and in her hand the head of every kind of lawlessness, and her scorn and contempt and waste assigned to perdition.
Now read.
And I saw there the likeness of the idol of jealousy, carved in woodwork, such as my father was wont to make, and its body was of glittering bronze that covered the wood.
Read.
And before it I saw a man who was worshipping the idol, and in front of him there was an altar, and upon the altar a boy slain in the presence of the idol.
Was slain in the presence of the idol. Now, who could that be? All right, who could that be, man? If you haven't checked my series, man, go down go on my channel and go down until you see what is called Let's Talk Torah. Who is dying for Israel? You see this? And upon the altar, And upon the altar a boy, right, slain in the presence of the idol. You see, the Most High knew that they was gonna come at you with this boy, this man that's supposed to have been slain. Most High does not do human sacrifice. Out of the window, out the question, no question asked, hands down, throws that shit right out the window. So who is this, man? And some of y'all on the right side gonna fall for this shit. Watch this, y'all. We just getting started. Read.
And I said to him, what is this idol and this altar? And who is he who is sacrificed? And what is this great building which I see, beautiful in art and design, even with a beauty like that which lies beneath your throne? And he said, Hear, Abraham, for that which you see is the temple, a copy of that which is in the heavens, glorious in its aspect and beauty, even as I shall give it to the sons of men to ordain a priesthood for my glorious name, and in which the prayers of man shall be uttered, and sacrifices offered as I ordained to your people, even those who shall arise out of your generation. But the idol that you saw is the image of jealousy.
That's all Yeshua is. Jealousy. Stealing the Most High's glory every chance he gets in that new book. When really he mean you no good. He is nothing but the image of jealousy. This is a vision. So it's not real, people. It is the image of jealousy. Set up by, come on, man. Let's get it. Read.
Set up by some of those who shall come forth from your own loins in later days.
Ooh. Y'all motherfucking New Testament Israelites. Y'all Christians. Y'all Pentecostals, y'all 7 days, whoever believed that this nigga got on some wood with his scary ass. Why hast thou forsaken me? Y'all set this up. Read.
And the man who sacrifices in murder is he who pollutes my temple, and such are the witnesses to the final judgment. And their lot has been set from the beginning of creation. And I said, Eternal, mighty one, why have you established that it should be so, and then proclaimed the knowledge thereof? And he said to me, Hear, Abraham, and understand what I say to you, and answer my question.
My question this time.
Why did your father Terah not listen to your voice?
Watch this.
And why did he not cease from his idolatrous practices together with his whole house?
Watch this.
And I said, O Eternal One, it was entirely because he did not choose to listen to my voice.
Life and good, death and evil. Huh? I told you. That burden of destiny is that choice. Read.
Voice. And likewise, I did not choose to listen to his counsel. And he said to me, The will of your father is within him, and your own will is within you. And so also the counsel of my own will is within me.
Ain't nobody dying or saving anybody. Yo, you got to bear your own sins when the Most High come back. Read.
And is ready for the coming days, even before you have any knowledge of them, or can see with your eyes what is the future of them. Now, look again into the picture, and see how it will be with your seed.
Let's get it.
And I looked and saw, and behold, the picture swayed from it and emerged on the left side an ungodly people, and they pillaged those who were on the right side.
See that? An ungodly people, right? These are the Gentile nations. See that? Watch this. Let's go.
Men, women, and children. And some they murdered, and others they kept as slaves.
Let's go.
And I saw them run towards them through 4 entrances, and they burned the temple with fire, and the holy things that were therein were all plundered. And I said, Eternal One, behold, the people who shall spring from me, and whom you have accepted, are plundered by these ungodly men, and some are killed, whilst others they hold captives as slaves. And the temple they have burned with fire, and the beautiful things therein they have robbed and destroyed. If this is to be, why have you so torn my heart? And he said to me, What you have seen shall happen on account of your seed, even those who anger me by reason of the idol statue which you saw, and on account of the human sacrifice in the picture.
Anger me. Damn, hold on. Yo, this is deep. Hold up. This is deep. And he said to me, what you have seen shall happen on account of your seed. Even those who anger me by reason of the idol statue which you saw, and on account of the human sacrifice in the picture, does what angers the Most High. Now y'all think the Most High would send his son to die as a sacrifice when it angers the Most High? It angers the Most High. Idol worship angers your father and mother above. Human sacrifice does what? Angers. Y'all cut, man. Y'all motherfuckers is in trouble. Read.
Through their evil zeal and schemes in the temple, and as you saw it, so shall it be.
Now read.
And I said, Eternal, mighty one, may these works of evil wrought in ungodliness now pass by, and rather show me those who fulfill the commandments, even the works of righteousness.
Who do what? Fulfill the commandments, the law. We keep telling y'all the law is like a, in scripture it says it's a light. What kind of light? It's an energy source, right? It's a force field. Use the force, Luke. Because this is all we got right here. And this is how you please your parents above. Read.
For of a truth you can do this.
You can do it. Read.
And he said to me, The days of the righteous are seen in types by the lives of those.
I told you. All of us ain't gonna get saved the same way. In types. Alright, check my video. 3 groups, 1 salvation. Read.
Those righteous rulers who shall arise, and whom I have created to rule at the times appointed. But know this, that out of them shall rise others who care only for their own interests.
You see that? And we're just talking to the Israelites or whoever else agree with that new book. Why would you need something new when the Most High don't change? Read on.
Even of the type that I have already shown you. And I answered and said, Mighty One, hallowed be your prayer. Be favorable to my petition and show me, because for this reason you have brought me up here, whether what I saw shall happen to them for a long time.
Now this is what your 400 years is all about, all right? In 2nd Ezra, you get that back. The Most High has always, your parents has always put a time limit on your captivity. That's how much they love you. Ain't that love? Ain't that love? Read.
And he showed me a multitude of his people and said to me, On their account, through 4 entrances, as you saw, I shall be provoked by them. And in these 4 descents shall my retribution for their deeds be accomplished.
4 is the magic number. Read.
But in the 4th descent of 100 years,
see that?
even
4th descent of 100 years. 400 years. It's that same prophecy given to Abraham about his descendants going into captivity. In Genesis 15, his descendants going into captivity for 400 years. After that 400 years, I'm going to judge the nations. And you can see that right now. And the key word to that is Mother Nature. That's how the judgment is happening. Mother Nature. All right, read.
even 1 hour of the age, the same is 100 years. There shall be misfortune among the nations, but also for 1 hour there shall be mercy and honor among those nations.
See that? That's the judgment stage. So we're in that judgment stage now. It says after that, they shall have an hour to recoup. What happens next? It's all over after that. Most High says, then, in Genesis 15 to Abram, he says, then your seed will come out with great possessions. See that? Read.
And I said, Eternal One, how long are the hours of the age? And he said, 12 hours have I ordained for this present age of ungodliness, to rule among the nations, and within your seed, and until
12 hours. All right, so in 2nd Ezra, when the Most High was chopping it up with Ezra, 10 and a half have already passed. How much longer do you think we have? From beginning to end, it was measured in 12 ages. 2nd Ezra, the Most High said a 10 and a half have already passed. So what remains, what? 2 parts and a half. How long do you think we got to go? When we're telling you that we're in the judgment stages, they're getting judged right now by Mother Nature. And after that, they're going to have some time to recoup for about an hour. Then you shall come out with great possessions. Read.
until the end of the times it shall be even as you saw. And now reckon, and understand, and look again into the picture. And I looked, and saw a man going out from the left side of the nations. And there went out men and women and children from that side of the nations, many hosts, and worshipped him. And while I still looked, there came many from the right side, and some of these insulted him, and some of...
You see, I'm one of the ones that's on the right side that's insulting. All right, this sacrifice, this idol that was set up. So the Most High is saying some of y'all on the right side is going to worship. Some of them going to offend them because they rocking with the Most High. So you see that? You see how we're all mingled up on that right side, which, as is today. It's all about that book, man. It has to be thrown away. Let's go.
Some of them even struck him, but others, however, worshipped him.
See that?
And as I watched, I saw Azazel approach him, and he kissed him on the face and then stood behind him.
All right. This is that same idol. That same idol that people think is coming back to save them. So as he kissed him, stood behind him, as he is campaigning for him. Y'all understand? Let's read.
And I said, Eternal One, who is the man insulted and beaten, who is worshipped by the nations and kissed by Azazel?
See this?
And he answered and said, Hear, Abraham, the man you saw insulted and beaten, yet worshipped by many. He is the relief granted.
He is the relief granted by the nations to the people who proceed from you in the last days, in the 12th hour of the age of ungodliness. He is your relief. This is what you have chosen. Over the Most High. It's your relief. Now you got to deal with it. Let's go. Read.
Granted by the nations to the people who proceed from you. In the last days, in the 12th hour of the age of ungodliness. But in the 12th hour of my final age will I set up this man from your generation, whom you saw issue from among my people, and all who follow will become like this man, and such as are called by me will join the others, even those who will change within themselves. And as for those who emerge from the left side of the picture, the meaning is this: there shall be many from the nations who shall set their hopes upon him.
So now it's talking about the Christians, right? It don't matter what color you are, but everybody, including some of our people on the right side, is setting up what? Or accepting this idol as their relief. JC Yeshua gonna get Yeshua gonna get a lot of people dead. Wow. Read.
But as for those whom you saw from your seed on the right of the picture, who insulted him and struck him, many shall be offended in him, but some shall worship him. And he shall test those of your seed who have worshipped him in the 12th hour at the end, with a view to shortening the age of ungodliness. Before the age of the righteous begins to grow, my judgment shall come upon the lawless peoples through the people of your seed who have been separated unto me. And in those days I will bring upon all creatures of the earth 10 plagues, through misfortune and disease and the sighing of their grief.
Now, I want everybody at this point in time to give Abraham applause. Give him a hand, y'all. All right, because these plagues are the beginning of the bang bang action, right? And we're talking the shock of the entrance of the Most High. When the Most High gets ready to visit this whole world he has made, all right? These plagues are coming first, but Abram before they drop him off, all right, because he's up in a long trip up into the Shamayim, right? Before they drop him off, they gonna drop him off. He's gonna be like, dang, man, I hit the ground, and I thought about it. I said, whoa, Most High, one more question. And Abraham, for your sake, is going to ask the Most High, how are these plagues going to happen? Which is what? Beneficial to us. Alright? Now keep in mind, these plagues are for the ungodly. Let's go, read.
And this shall be brought upon the generations of men on account of the provocation and the corruption of mankind, whereby they provoke me. And then shall righteous men of your seed survive in the number which is kept secret by me, and will hasten the coming of the glory of my name to that place prepared beforehand for them, which you saw devastated in the picture. And they shall live and be established by sacrifices of righteousness in the age of the righteous. And they shall rejoice in me continually, and receive those who return to me in repentance. For great shall be the inner torment of those who have despitefully used them in this world, as they observe the honor placed upon my own in the day of glory. See, Abraham, what you have seen, and hear what you have heard, and take knowledge of all that you have come to know. Go to your heritage, and behold, I am with you unto the age. But while he was still speaking to me, I found myself once again upon the earth, and I said, Eternal One, I am no longer in the glory that is on high, and there is one matter that my soul longed to know and understand which has not been revealed to me. And he said to me, What your heart desired, I will tell you, because you have sought to see the 10 plagues which I have prepared for the godless nations, and which have been predetermined at the passing over of the 12th hour of the age of the earth. Hear therefore what I divulge, and so shall come to pass. First is the distressing pain of sickness. The second,
distressing pain of sickness. Now I'm gonna tell you, by the time this second one hit, that's your fleeing to the wilderness, because it's going to draw people out of the major cities, all the cities. Now watch this. Conflagration, right? That means fire. Keep that in mind. Read.
Second, conflagration of many cities. The third, the destruction and pestilence of animals. The fourth, hunger of the whole world and its people. The fifth, by destruction among its rulers, by earthquake and the sword. The sixth, with the multiplication of hail and snow. The seventh, wild beasts will be their grave. The eighth, hunger and pestilence will alternate with destruction. The ninth, punishment by the sword and flight in distress. The 10th, thunder and voices and destructive earthquake. And then I will sound the trumpet out of the air, and will send my elect one, having in him all my power in one measure. And he shall summon my despised people from all nations. And I will send fire upon those who have insulted them and who have ruled over them in this age. And I will give those who have covered me with mockery to the scorn of the coming age. And I have prepared them to be food for the fires of Hades, and perpetual flight through the air in the underworld. For they shall see the righteousness of the Creator, and those whom he now honors, and they shall be ashamed. For I had hoped that they would come to me in repentance, rather than loving strange.
All right, the Most High says he had hope that you had made a better decision than you did, rather than loving what?
Strange gods. But they forsook the mighty Lord, and went the way that they willed to go.
A choice.
Hear therefore, Abraham, and see. For behold, in the seventh generation from you, they shall leave the land of their slavery, after they have been ill-treated, as it were for an hour of the age of ungodliness. And the nation whom they shall serve, I will judge.
I will judge. All right. See that? That being said, I appreciate, everybody for, supporting, telling me to hang in there and keep cooking. I appreciate that. All praises to our Father and Mother above. Ha, wah, all right. Ha, wah, ha, wah. I am. All right, not Yah, I am. None of that. And that's it, man. We out of here.